Sachiputramattra Swarupam Rupam Tasyagrajavuripuring Mathurim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavasam Prapto Jasya Prathita Kripaya Shri Gurung Tang Natosmi Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Yang Prabrajantam Apeta Dvaipayano Viraha Katarya Juhava Putreti Tanmayataya Tarvo Bhinedu Tang Sarva Bhutaridayam Munimanutosmi Tavaivasmi Najivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tang Nayamam Charanantike. I humble obeisances in the lotus feet of my transcendental Guru, Om Vishnupad, Nitya Lila Pravishta, Om Vishnupad Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. And also my humble obeisances in the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru, Om Vishnupad Srimad Bhakti Vedant Swami Maharaj. I am very happy to come to Los Angeles, this place. Oh. This place was very dear to him, very dear to him. Sometimes he used to come and stay over a month or more than 1.5 months and making plans here and there to preach. There are so many places of remembrance of him. Today we went to Ocean Beach, where he used to walk and speak so many things and to joke with his devotees. I remembered so many things. Also, so many devotees like Bhudhat Prabhu, Shyamrani and all others. Remembered so many. Rishabdev Prabhu and others, they remembered so many his pastimes. I told that, once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that this ocean touching the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, he has become Maha Tirtha. So I told that, this ocean has become more Maha Tirtha by touching the lotus feet of Swamiji. So times to times, also high class of devotees come and they make that place again Tirtha. So many persons, lusty person, or so many bad persons coming to these states and they make it unholy, impure. And that is why Krishna arranged that his most beloved high class of devotees, they may come to that place and they can, by their bath and by their lotus feet dust, again they renew their Mahatirtha. So sometimes it becomes. I remembered so many letters that he wrote from here to me. So many letters. I am going from Los Angeles to here, there, New Vrindavan, or here, there. He has written so many letters. So it remembered me. So we are doing pranam to the place where he used to live. He used to give instruction to his devotees. Anyhow, I pray him to sprinkle his mercy to his any kinds of so-called or called devotees, that they have stopped our going there. No harm. No harm. By mind we were there and praying our obeisance in his lotus feet. Today is the day of what day?
Disappearance day of Ramananda.
Oh, disappearance day of Raya Ramananda. You should know who was Raya Ramananda. Oh, before this, I want to tell something. That we are fortunate to have the human form. Krishna has given only to remember him and realize his mercy. That we are eternal servant or maid servant of Krishna. If we are not realizing this through this position, then we are more wretched than animals. This life is very short. And if you will lose this golden chance, you lose forever. Forever you will lose. So quickly, you should chant more in a process and try to remember him. The process I have told so many times in my tour days. Especially I told in California. San Francisco, in the night program. Also I am so much told in my Bejar program. Everything I have told. If I will tell you anything, only to renew these things. But one should remember. I remember a story of Narad Goswami. Once he went to a king. The name of that person was Kailash. He was totally engaged in sense gratifications. He had no chance, he had no time to remember Krishna, to chant Krishna and anything doing. He was totally immersed. So Narad instructed him anyhow. Narad is very powerful. In a moment he can give his mercy. And he can make any bad person also devotee. So how he did it? Strictly, you should come and tell something in brief. My dear Kailash.
Kailash Mohan.
You can stand here and tell. Here, stand up. Someone here in short. In brief, not so much.
This is a story about, or a history about Kailash. Kailash was, as Srila Gurudev explained.
It is real, not imagination. Oh, and we are all like Kailash. We all like. Some devotees exceptions. Go on.
When Kailash was living in his kingdom, he had the great fortune of taking a human birth and of also being approached by the Mahabhagavat Sri Narada Muni. So when Sri Narada Muni approached him for the first time, Kailash was somewhat young. He had established his kingdom and had been given his kingdom by his father, but yet not expanded his kingdom. So Sripad Narada Muni approached him and asked him. He said, "This human life is very, very rare, Kailash. I am asking you, at once, I want to initiate you into chanting Hare Krishna. And I want you to become my disciple. I want you to become very qualified. And in so doing, you'll be a real benefit to your whole kingdom. But as you stand now, simply a mundane king, how will you benefit yourself and how will you benefit others? It's quite impossible. So Kailash was thinking, and he thought to himself, if he takes initiation now, he'll have to dedicate so much of his time and his energy to chanting, to bhajan, and this would take away from his ability and his political position as a king. And yet he had not expanded his empire. He had enemies. He had not yet had many children. And what his answer was to Sripad Narad Muni was that, oh dear Narad, at this point in my life, I have not yet expanded my empire. I don't have any children. I need to see the beautiful faces of my children, and I need to see my kingdom expand from this hill to that hill, and in that way increase my prominence. And he did not accept Sripad Narad Muni's proposal. So, unable to convince him, Sri Narad Muni left. And many, many years later, Sri Narad Muni was in that same land. And he saw the same king. By that time, the king had aged somewhat. And he approached the king in his chambers and said, "Oh, dear king, have you reconsidered? Now that you have many, many children, and many of your children are old enough to become kings. They're not princes anymore, make them kings. And you have expanded your kingdom, and you have destroyed many, many enemies, and you have increased your power and prominence in this world. So now would be a great opportunity to utilize this human form of life and to chant Hare Krishna. And please take initiation from me." And Kailash thought, I can't yet take initiation from you. For leaving my kingdom would mean that I would not be able to see the faces of my grandchildren. That I would not be able to see the prince who will become a king, and see how he will live. If I leave my family, they're not so understanding of political affairs, of economy, of socioeconomics. Therefore, if I leave, my ministers everything will get spoiled in my kingdom. So I'm not so interested in taking initiation now. So Narad Muni smiled, and he left that kingdom. And sometime later, Sripad Narad Muni was going to that same kingdom. And he saw that things were going fairly well. The kingdom was flourishing. And he saw that he entered into the room of the king and saw that the king wasn't there anymore. He saw that instead that sitting on the throne was his eldest son. And he approached his family members and asked them, "So where is Kailash? Is Kailash then, what happened to him?" They said, "He passed away 3 years ago." So Sripad Narad Muni began to explore the streets of this village. He came upon a pasture of the king, and he saw the grandchildren of the king riding on the back of a big bull, a beautiful bull. And he went up, as he approached the bull, he got closer and closer. And he looked in the bull's eyes, and he became very, very familiar. This person, Kailash.
Louder, please.
"Is that you, Kailash?" And Kailash was somewhat embarrassed, but still surrounded by his grandchildren and his meadows, and being able to draw the plow, he was very, very satisfied, again, being with the family members that he had created in his life as the king of Kailash. So Kailash, in that form of the bull, was humbled, but yet still satisfied in this life. So now he said, "Kailash, I told you that if you would have accepted initiation from me, you would have made best use of your human life. But now look, because of your attachment to your family, and because of the attachment to your meadows, and because of the attachment to your kingdom, and not using your human life properly, nature has put you into the form of a bull. Because what did you do during your life, Kailash? What did you really do? You acted like a bull. You simply drug this plow behind you and acted innately according to these extroverted aspects of who we are. Not internally understanding that you're a spirit soul and that this human life should be used in bhajan to Sri Krishna." So he asked this bull, "Oh Kailash, would you now accept initiation from me? Would you now? Is it possible?" The bull said, "Many fields of plow, many, many more. I've seen my great-grandchildren, I've seen their faces, but to see my great-great-grandchildren, do you understand how full of joy I was seeing their smiling faces? And then he looked around and these people approached him and said, this bull does the work of 10 bulls. He's so powerful. He's constantly working for the kingdom. Constantly working so hard. So, now Narada Muni, he left this place because the bull would not take initiation. And he came back sometime later and saw that the bull had passed away. So he asked about the bull, and many people were weeping and crying, and because the bull was so fortunate, and they loved the bulls, the sires of the bulls, children. And sadly, what had happened was that as Narada Muni roamed the streets and the byways of this particular village, he came across a dog that was very, very, pretty vicious, barking, angry. And this dog stayed in the realm, in the area of that particular capital. So he approached this dog, this strange looking dog, got closer and closer, and his eyes met the dog's eyes. He said, Kailash, I can't believe it's you again. The dog was again somewhat embarrassed, but satisfied, because it was doing the job it had known life after life, and that is protecting its kingdom and protecting the children of the king and the great-grandchildren of the king. So Narada Muni asked the dog, he said, Kailash, it's very embarrassing. First you were a man, you didn't take advantage of that. And then you were a bull, and I came and tried to give you initiation. Then, now you're a dog. Just see your misfortune. But, nevertheless, this Jaiva Dharma is not just for human beings, it's for everything. It's for every living entity. Kailash, so please, at this point you can take initiation from me. And Kailash shook his dog head and said, I'm sorry, Narad, I can't take initiation. Why is that? There's so many dacoits, so many thieves in this area. If I don't stay and protect my family, then who will? And still I have to guard these precious things that I have left for my family. In certain places I've hidden things. And if thieves or dacoits come to steal them, then by my barking, by my anger, I'm able to send them far away. So, understanding that this dog now would not take initiation, Sripad Narada Muni left the kingdom. And he came back to the same village sometime later, and the dog had expired. And
Why not louder?
Isn't that loud enough for everyone? No. So he approached the family and asked about how they were doing, and talked to the great grandchildren, the great great grandchildren. Then, so what happened was he then heard these villagers would not approach a certain area. All the villagers were scared to go to a certain area. And as Narada Muni wondered why they were so fearful, he approached that area and saw a huge cobra, very long black cobra. And as he approached the cobra came up like that and began to hiss and rear its head, and it was very, very fearful, very, very fearful. And as Sripad Narada Muni got closer and closer and looked in the eyes of the cobra, he said, Kailash. What a surprise, Kailash, that successive times when I meet you, you're going lower and lower on the food chain, lower and lower in different species of life. So, what we have to understand, Kailash, is that at this point in your life, although you're a snake, and although your nature is vicious, and although you spent your life guarding these so-called treasures of gold and silver, you don't understand the treasure that lies within your own heart. The treasure that was in your heart as a human, as a cow, as a dog, and now as a snake. This thing has not changed. If you take initiation from me now, you can understand this treasure in your heart. And the snake went, no, I can't. Because I'm guarding this wonderful treasure, this treasure of golden coins, like you said, Sripad Narada Muni. But who, by understanding the nature of the soul, has made their kingdom a prosperous place? So now my grandchildren, they don't understand how to use this properly. So I'm waiting for that one special great grandchild to come. And when he comes and I can see that, yes, he's intelligent, he'll utilize these coins and jewels properly, so then I'll take initiation. So Narada Muni thought for a moment. He approached the great grandchildren of this king, Kailash, who was Kailash at one time. And he said to them, I have an idea. I want you to take this stick, and I want you to go to that snake. And at a certain time, when the snake is a bit listless, like when it's cold, when snakes don't move so quickly. And I want you to, don't kill the snake, I want you to break its back with the stick. its spine. Thank you. Break its spine. And after you break the spine of this particular vicious cobra, I want you to take it and throw it in the jungle. So they did just as Sripad Narada Muni said. They broke the snake's back and spine, and they threw it into the jungle. And after throwing it in the jungle, Narada Muni heard this very, very sad hissing. At that point, he couldn't cry. I don't even think snakes have tears, but there was definite hissing in the forest that attracted Narada Muni. So Narada Muni approached this sound, this wailing sound, and he saw this poor snake. It was so beautifully lived, but now it had a corner, like where its spine had been broken. So he approached the snake and he said, "Just see, Kailash, that very family who you were protecting for so many births, now your own great-great-great-grandchild has come with a stick and broken your back. What does that say for those who you've tried to protect? And for those who you've tried to save this so-called jewels, this so-called wealth that people take so seriously? At this point, O Kailash, I'm asking you one more time, just one more time, in the pain that you're experiencing, will you accept initiation from me?" And then Kailash nodded his snake head and said, "Yes. At this point, I will accept initiation." So Sripad Narada Muni initiated Kailash, who had gone through all those births, and then he initiated him to chanting and initiated him into bhajan. And then the snake, by associating with Sripad Narada Muni, was able to, after some...
He left his body and became a pure devotee in his next life. And thus he began to chant and gradually develop Krishna consciousness. So we should not be like Kailash. Don't waste your times. Truly you should follow the process given by Srila Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami, what you saw in major drama play of Raghunath Das Goswami. I think that most of you were there, hearing. So try to realize this fact. The teachings of your Gurudev, teachings of Srila Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das. Don't waste your time in making money or to serve all others like Kailash. Otherwise they will give a danda on your back. For whom you are doing so much? They may be your enemy. So try to chant and remember more. Don't believe on money. Money is 3 times. Where there is no money, lamentation and so much suffering. If money is there, how to protect it? Dacoits may come at that time and they can take your life and they can take all these things. And if it is gone, so in 3 times very suffering. Always lamentation. So don't believe in anything collected by this money. So believe in Krishna name and try to chant more. Try to make your life successful. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has asked so many questions with Raya Ramananda. Who is Raya Ramananda? One of the 5 sons of Bhavananda. Mahaprabhu used to call him, Pandu. And among 5 sons, Raya Ramananda was very, very brilliant, a scholar, Rashik Vaishnava, Tattvagya, having all the qualities. Even a person like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya could not realize him in his past days. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he met with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He used to joke Raya Ramananda, what are you doing? You are wasting your time. Why don't you hear Vedanta Sutra? All are Brahma. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. Tattam Asi, O Pragyanam. Ham Brahmasmi, Ham Soham, like this. And thus you will be successful. What you are singing Hare Krishna and weeping. What is this? Don't sing. This is not good. So at that time he could not realize. But when he became a pure devotee, by the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now he realized, oh, how glorious is Raya Ramananda. I cannot touch the feet dust of that Raya Ramananda. Now he realized. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to South India to search his brother Vishwarup, oh, he very humbly told, oh, if you are going to South India, please meet with, oh, Raya Ramananda. He's high class of Rashik devotee. Now by your mercy I am realizing him. So you must go there in your way and meet him. And that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his South India tour, when he went to Godavari, on the bank of Godavari, he took his bath. At that time, Bala Sannyasi, you know Bala Sannyasi? Very young, very beautiful, more than Cupid of Cupid. And taking this saffron cloth on his golden body, complex. Oh, so much beautiful, very attractive. He took bath in Godavari and he was chanting Hare Krishna. And in the meantime, in the morning time, Raya Ramananda, with thousands and thousands of Brahmins, chanting Ved mantra, coming to take bath. He was in palanquin. And all Brahmins were reciting mantra, Ved mantra. And he came out of the palanquin and he took bath. When he was taking bath, he saw, that very charming, Bala Sannyasi. Oh, very charming, very beautiful. He at once could not take himself. And he went to that and did pranam. Mahaprabhu opened his eyes and saw, who is he? And he took the hands of Raya Ramananda in his hand. Are you Raya Ramananda? Oh, he began to weep, Raya Ramananda, and told, out of compassion. He was trembling. So many Sattvic because were there. And he told very, very humbly, being like a king, not less than a king, very powerful. He was the Governor General of that area, South India, in the kingdom of Maharaj Pratap Rudra. So he was very powerful. And he fell on the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu took up him in his arms. And both became senseless. Chanting Hare Krishna, and they became. After some time, when they came in senses, then Mahaprabhu told, I am very grateful to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He told me to meet you. And that is why I have come, only this reason I have come to this South India to meet you. And I have now realized your so high class of glories. So I want to be with you for some time. Raya Ramananda told that, I am Sudra. Sudra, you know, untouchable, outcast. And yet, you are being a Brahmin and sannyasi. And you are like sannyasi, like you are himself Lord. And if you are embracing me, so how glorious you are. This is now I am realizing the mercy of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, that he has accepted me like a servant, Raya Ramananda told. And that is why you have come to give me darshan. So I am so much grateful to Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. Each other glorifying. Oh, Raya Ramananda told, oh, I am Shudra. I am very, very wretched person. But you have come only to deliver me. निज कार्य न है तबे जान आन घर महंत स्वभाव यही तारी थे पामर निज कार्य न है तब he has no other anything or only to liberate persons and to help in Krishna consciousness. Only their job is only one. Swamiji has nothing, any job to make money or anything. He was satisfied in his life, but only he came. Oh, seeing the sufferings of these persons, and he came mercifully. Up till whole life he did, only out of his mercy. You should know also me in his line that I have not come to make any money, to make any disciple. Nothing I have come. Only to help, only to follow the orders of my Shiksha Guru and my Diksha Guru. I have come. So, Mahaprabhu, Raya Ramananda is telling, Mahad Vichalnang Nridam Dehinam Dina Chetasam No Annatha Kalpate. Same thing. Tirthani Tirthbhutani. Only for these things. To make Tirtha again like more powerful Tirtha. So, be merciful and you should be for some time to liberate me. And thus glorifying each other. They were talking each other. And in the meantime, a Brahmin came and it was midday. Brahman requested, "Oh Prabhu, now it is time of taking prasadam. I am Brahmin. So I am inviting you to my house. Please come and I will give you bhiksha, prasadam." Oh, Mahaprabhu told yes. He knew that he is Brahman, Vaishnava Brahman. There are two classes of Brahmins. Brahmin, smart Brahmins and Vaishnava Brahman. He was Vaishnava Brahman. So Mahaprabhu accepted. If he was Brahman but not devotee, then he has not. Either he has been refused. So Mahaprabhu accepted. And he went and he took prasadam and chanting name whole day. And he was awaiting what? When Raya Ramananda will come. Raya Ramananda also went after taking bath and he went to his kingdom and he was also waiting for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Sandhya will be? When sun will set. When evening will be. And when I will meet him. So both were so much. Oh, as I see that whole Vejar, New Braj has come here. I don't know why they have come. And also I was eager to meet you all. Thank you. So I'm very happy to see that. I thought that in Bejar, the gathering was more than anywhere. But here I'm very happy to see that whole Bejar and more have come here. Gautama. It seems really it is the symptom that you want to be true devotee. This is the symptom. If you have taste in high class of association, Hari Katha, then everything is okay. Dharma swanishthitang punsang vishwaksen katha suja not padayatim yadiratim. If you are chanting, remembering, doing so many activities whole day and night, or archan, offering everything. But if you have no taste in hearing Hari Katha, after some days you will be weak and you will be bound to give up bhakti line. And that is I am seeing everywhere. But if there is a taste has come in hearing Hari Katha, he will survive, surely. And then, high class of name, pure name, will come. And always, by mind even, you will be in Vrindavan hearing Hari Katha. So I want to give this taste in Harinam, that you should have. Even no harm, even if some part of pure Shraddha in Hari Katha comes, you will be successful.